You know that feeling, right? You get some text back from an AI and you're like, yeah, okay, this is technically correct, but I would never say this. It's a huge problem. The text is fine, but it has all the personality of I don't know, a toaster. Well, today, we're going to fix that. We are going to unpack a simple but seriously powerful prompt that can make your AI sound less like a machine and a whole lot more like you. So, does this whole scenario feel a little too familiar? You ask for an email or maybe a product description or a social media post, and what you get back is fine. But you know deep down you'd never actually say it out loud like that. And now you've got to go back and rewrite pretty much everything just to make it sound human. I mean, just look at this sentence. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. It's this word salad of corporate jargon that means absolutely nothing. This is the kind of sentence that makes your eyes glaze over. It's the classic sign of an AI that's just spitting out information without any real feel for how people actually talk to each other. So, why does AI even talk like this in the first place? Well, we're calling it the robotic response problem. You see, AI models like ChatGPT, they learn from this gigantic library of text from all over the internet. And to make sure they're accurate and neutral, their default setting is basically to be as objective as possible. The results, they end up sounding super bland and impersonal. They're designed to be a jack of all trades, which kind of means they're a master of none when it comes to personality. It's a really frustrating problem, for sure, but it's not a permanent one. What if I told you that you don't need to be some kind of prompt engineering genius to fix this? What if a single, well-structured set of instructions could completely change the game? All right, let's dive right into the solution, what I'm calling the humanizing prompt. And this isn't just about telling the AI to be more casual. No, no. It's a strategic set of instructions that gives the AI a creative sandbox to play in, guiding it to produce stuff that isn't just accurate, but is also engaging, relatable, and has some real nuance to it. And here it is. The whole thing is built on 5 core pillars. First up, you give the AI a persona to play. Second, you tell it exactly who it's talking to. Third, you define the tone and style you're going for. Fourth, you specifically ask for human language patterns. And finally, and this is my favorite part, you ask for just a little touch of imperfection. Now, just knowing the steps is one thing, but to really get good at this, we need to understand why it actually works. So let's break down the psychology behind each one of these 5 components. What's so cool is how these pieces all fit together. Giving the AI a persona, like a witty copywriter, yanks it out of its default, I'm just an information machine mode. Defining the audience forces it to think, okay, who am I trying to connect with? Setting the tone injects that emotion. And asking for human language patterns, like using contractions or rhetorical questions, is basically a direct command to break those stuffy formal writing rules. And that last part, adding imperfection, that's the secret sauce. It is brilliant because it helps the text avoid that uncanny valley. You know, that creepy feeling you get when something is almost human, but not quite. A small, self-aware comment just shatters that illusion of robotic perfection, making the text feel instantly more authentic. Okay, theory is great and all, but the proof is in the pudding, right? Let's look at a couple of direct before and afters to see just how dramatic the difference is when you use this humanizing prompt. Check out this follow-up email. The before is so cold and stiff. It totally sounds like it was written by a robot. But the after, which we got using our prompt, is warm, it's friendly, it feels collaborative, it uses casual language, and it feels like something a real person, a real colleague, would actually send. It's the difference between an automated nag and a genuine check-in. And this one just brilliantly shows the change in a more creative context. The first description is a list of facts. It's boring. The after version has a real personality. It tells a little story, it uses humor, you've been warned, and it creates a feeling. It doesn't just describe the coffee. It sells the whole experience of drinking the coffee. The impact here is it's huge. We're not talking about a small tweak. We're talking about a massive shift in how the content feels to the reader. A single well-crafted prompt can lead to what people perceive as a 90% improvement in readability and engagement. I mean, that's an incredible return for just spending an extra 30 seconds thinking before you type. So here's the crucial takeaway. We need to stop treating AI like a vending machine where you just put in a coin and get a predictable, generic candy bar out. Think of it more like a creative partner. Your job is to be the director, giving clear, specific, and frankly, inspiring instructions to get the best possible performance. So let's just quickly recap the big ideas here.
First, specificity is your absolute superpower. Give that AI a role, an audience, and a voice. Second, don't just ask for information, you have to guide the style of the response. Third, learn to embrace imperfection. Those small flaws are what make writing feel real and human. And above all, shift your mindset from commanding a tool to collaborating with a partner.
You know, by giving our AI prompts more humanity, we don't just get better text, we actually push ourselves to be clearer, more creative directors of this incredible technology. The line between human and AI writing is getting blurrier every single day. The only real question left is, what are you going to create with it?